I am Tiana. I am at Hoop Camp 2011 with Jaguar Mary from Sacred Circularities. I taught a workshop here called Personifying Energy, Manipulating Space. A lot of my theories on hoop have to do with creating texture and space based on the personification of music. Every sound naturally has a way that it'll make your body move, and since we're interacting with a hoop, the hoop too can get included, and it can be a partner that you lead or follow. And it plays with a single mini, which not a lot of people do, but I think opens up a lot of space, because if you think about it like a graph in textural space, you get a lot more lines to play with and a lot more circuits that can be opened up.
And how did you come to this exploration? Like, did you start out with a big hoop, then move to a mini, or you always were doing mini?
I learned with a big hoop at first, but then I found that I wanted to do more quickly, so I just had to get a smaller hoop. And it really came when I ran a 10K one time, a mud run, and I couldn't walk the next day, and so I was sitting in a chair. And I was like, well, I can't hoop, because normally I like to just get down, and I couldn't walk. So I just had a hoop, and I realized that my limitation of not being able to move my space forced me to push what I would normally do in a larger arena into the immediate space around me, and I didn't want to feel limited by it. I wanted to see the infinite possibilities within it, and it opened up that first exploration.
So how would you recommend that someone begin this exploration?
It has a lot to do with naturally listening to your body when you move to music at first. You'll find that you naturally want to move in space, and then you discover that, okay, if I'm listening to really hard dubstep, for example, lines feel really tight, and they automatically get you into the flow of that space. So even hard movements and structure is a part of flow. Even though sometimes we stick with the hoop as a revolving force and it seems very liquid. Yeah, there's liquid's a part of it, but it's also the hard things can guide you there as well. And I recommend looking at your space differently and holding a mini. The first time I ever did something that felt like air was because I was moving to something soft, and I just felt the weight of the hoop moving in my hand, and it felt really good. So if I have a line, what are the limits that your body naturally creates? I think everyone's body creates its own unique map in space already, and it's understanding our ways to interact with what that naturally inspires, as well as what we can manipulate. So there's the first step of you resonating with music, and then that naturally will inform your body's movement, and then you'll start to visualize the way the hoop then would move with you, or if you're moving a specific way, the hoop will respond, and it'll either be something that is in line with the way the hoop would naturally move, or maybe it has to become a manipulation that is an illusion, but it's still a part of your flow, even if it's something a little bit more techy. And then the third side effect of that, I believe, is you resonating with other people in a natural flow. And that's the side effect once you resonate with music and with yourself and your hoop.
To have the thing of like, oh, it's a song, surely everybody's gonna...
Malcolm Stewart. That guy.